Oh my goodness, boys. Isn't Baka Mitai just such a bop? Okay, so I just bump into the wall a few times. Actually, that's a perfect time to be playing Baka Mitai. After just running that whole lap on the last time. So you can see, even though we have like pretty even position. Actually, that's a lie. Never mind. Hey guys, very Swift here again, just here to look through some of my ranked gameplay and then highlight some common mistakes so you can get an idea on what you can improve on. So first thing I want to do here is go for a jump drift, but I don't hold it for that long so I don't get a full nitro, and I take that drift way too hard. When you're drifting, it's best to practice getting the right angle the first time. Even though that sounds really weird, you just need to practice the map so you know what angle that you're supposed to get. Unlike me, since I hate this map, I never run it, even though I see it like 50 times a day in ranked. So I'm not sure like how I'm supposed to be feeling for each corner. And around here, I still haven't learned my lesson that I'm not supposed to be drifting crazily through it, I guess. That corner is really impossible because when you're supposed to drift is right on the edge of when your cart goes into the air and you lose control. And then it's followed up by a tough corner and then 2, 3, 4 tight hairpins. And they also have elevation changes in them as well. So that section of the track is super challenging. I was about to catch up to that guy right there, except for the fact that I decided to eat the wall a couple times. You can see I get a better angle on that previous corner and go through it much quicker. And here again, I just wish I had a nitro to go through that corner. I probably lost about 3 nitros already to the wall. And as I run out of nitro there, you can see me spin out. If you're drifting in a like circle and you run out of nitro, your car will just lose control like that. So you want to make sure that you're topped up on nitro. So you want to use it like pretty soon after attempting the curve. I need to drift deeper into the right hand wall before I try to go up that ramp as well. Oh, what a mess. This is just painful to watch. Okay, I need to stop going for S charges. I just need to get the nitro from one drift. Maybe make it optimal so I charge more nitro. Okay, we're gonna lose by 1 point, but I came second. +0, baby. Okay, Singapore Circuit. One of the things that really bugs me about this map is that some areas of the map, like the straight section, are really well lit. But as we come onto the first turn, you're gonna also see that there's a dark area. But there's a few really bad ones, like right here. How dark is that? And it makes it hard to see the dark section. See right there, how are you supposed to see the white line? Either way, while you're learning the map, you just have to be really aware and you have to watch the white lines. A while ago, my club had a time attack where we just run one map over and over again, and it was Singapore circuit, so that's what I found really challenging during that time, but since then I've learnt the map pretty well. Right here, I cut my drift by using the arrow key in the drift, but I'm supposed to just hold down on the opposite direction for a little bit. And again there, it's a really bad habit because early on you learn that pretty much cut drift is the only way to drift, and stopping your drift like normal is not normal and you're not supposed to do it. So I just formed a bad habit. On these corners, I'm supposed to be going outside, inside, outside. Since there's such a long section of straight between every corner, I can really control how I want to approach the next one. That one doesn't matter as much, but for most of the corners in here, since there's such a large section of straight between each corner, I want to take most of them outside, inside, outside, so I can make the widest turn possible. You can see this one's kind of outside, inside, outside, but because of the decreasing angle, I can hug the inside, because as the corner progresses, it gets less steep. Oh my goodness, boys, isn't Baka Mitai just such a bop? Okay, so I just bumped into the wall a few times. Actually, that's a perfect time to be playing Baka Mitai, after just ruining that whole lap on the last turn. So you can see, even though we have like pretty even position, actually that's a lie, never mind, ignore me. Alright, so again, positioning pretty well, because I'm versing some low level racers. I always say the same thing for this track. I say, I got top 15 time trial on the first day. But you can see I'm gonna try to do some rank tactics until I get bumped into and I don't get my first nitro. Then that guy tries to harass me off the track even more. Alright, I pull ahead for a moment here until bonk. You can see that I just sent 3 people off the track with 1 mistake. It's okay though, because even though one of them was my duo, 2 of them were on the other team. So 2 for 2 trade, I'm calling it worth. You can see I take that track, take that turn way too tight. Okay, so obviously the left dragon is best girl. You always go in the left dragon. Because it starts closer to you and it ends, it doesn't even end further from the bridge. Looks like it ends closer to the bridge actually. And on this corner you just gotta YOLO it. Like, if you can't get that corner, you just need to practice in time trials until you can get it. And once you get it the first time, it becomes quite simple, but until then you just gotta YOLO it. Just gotta go ham with the drift button. Okay, on this last turn, I never check. I feel like it's supposed to be a big turn, but it's just a tiny turn, so I always smack into that wall. And first, my team positions comes decently, so we win 26-13, baby. Oh my goodness, you can see my partner is kind of glad that she didn't come last for once. Okay, it's all banter. Okay, Steamfunk Aerodrome for the last race of the day. Since I used to spam ranked early on into my kart rider career, and I always saw this map, so I'm pretty comfortable on it. That's when I learned it, actually. And you can see I pull out top 4 as the races spread out, and I just climb up using the power of the pay to win kart. I slap up that silly poor Xeno boy. Okay, outside, inside, outside, and then I drift into the auto zone. I'm joking, free to play doesn't mean you're poor, it just means you have good values. Alright, since I have 2 nitros here, I'm just gonna burn one, going through, not risking crashing. And that's what we call limit testing, okay? That was definitely on purpose. Just seeing how close I could go without messing it up. And that was too close. I'm learning, boys. Alright, even though this isn't really an auto drive zone, you can still drift onto it. I think if I'm going faster, I can take those 2 drifts as one and just go around it, and I'll lose less speed from not cutting. I take this curve way too tight, it's really risky. I'm feeling myself a bit too much on the next curve as well, because bonk. And again, always got to drift into the drive zone. I think I lose a lot of speed right here. I don't know where. I think I just hold the drift a little too long. This is a mistake. I held my nitro for way too long because I don't want the I don't know if it's a bug or a mechanic, but when you nitro straight out of a auto drive section, it gives you an S charge. And I didn't want that to happen because it's hard to control when you're going through the narrow section. So again, come in first. You can just come straight out of that section, and that's an L for my first promo. A big L. Anyway, that's all the races for today. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like. Tell me what you want to see in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, of course.